anatomy of the brainstem. We can tackle some functions, but again, you must know what are the important structures in our brainstem. Okay? How was the lecture sa cerebellum? Hard? Ha? Mahirap ba yung cerebellum? Hirap ng cerebellum, no? Okay. Before I was ako ang nagle-lecture and Dr. Grace, kami ang lecturer sa cerebellum. Kaya lang this time nga nagkasabay eh. Nagpalit tayo ng ating syllabus. Okay, the brainstem. If you have questions along the way, siguro pag hindi nyo naintindihan, you can call my attention, ha? Oo, para before we proceed to the next topic or next structure, alam nyo na. Okay? Because again, brainstem, it is kind of difficult. Kaya walang gusto mag-lecture ng brainstem. And sobrang daming structures ng brainstem. Okay? So our objective is of course, we will discuss the external and internal anatomy of the brainstem. We will discuss the basis of divisions of the brainstem and describe the cranial nerves that enters and emerges the brainstem. Okay. The cranial nerves of the brainstem, we have cranial nerves 3 to 12. Cranial nerve 1 and 2, the olfactory and the optic nerve. It is not located in our brainstem. Okay, but the rest of the cranial nerves 3 to 12, it is located at the brainstem, or you can find these cranial nerves at the brainstem. Okay, when we say brainstem, as you can see, it looks like a stalk-like in shape. Okay, it connects superiorly to the forebrain and inferiorly to the spinal cord. So when the brainstem leaves the foramen magnum, okay, narinig ko kanina, Dr. Vibar told you about the opening of the skull inferiorly, that is the foramen magnum. So when the medulla oblongata leaves the foramen magnum, it now becomes the spinal cord. Okay, so again, the brainstem connects to the forebrain superiorly and the spinal cord inferiorly. We have 3 divisions of the brainstem. We have the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla. So the pons, that is the middle portion, that is yung stout portion, parang bundat or buntis portion ng ating brainstem. Okay, so again, we have the midbrain, the pons, and the medulla. Okay, in the brainstem, this is where you'll find the cranial nerves 3 to 12. Okay, so these are the functions of the brainstem. It serves as a pathway or conduit for the ascending and descending tracts. It connecting the spinal cord to the different centers of the forebrain, such as the cerebrum, the cerebellum, the thalamus, etc. Okay, the brainstem also contains important reflex center associated with control of respiration and the cardiovascular system, as well as with the control of consciousness. And again, it contains the important cranial nerve nuclei, cranial nerves 3 to 12. Okay, so again, this is the brainstem. You have here the midbrain, this stout portion here, that is the pons, and the tapering end going to the spinal cord, that is the medulla. So in this picture, you can see inferiorly the medulla, when it leaves the foramen magnum, when it the spinal nerves, the first cervical nerve arises, that is now part of the spinal cord. Superiorly, it connects to your cerebrum, to your thalamus, it connects to your forebrain. And here, posteriorly, you can see the presence of the cerebellum. Okay? So yan, sa likod or posterior to the brainstem is where you'll find the cerebellum. The cerebellum class is connected to the brainstem via the cerebellar peduncle. The midbrain is connected to the cerebellum via the superior cerebellar peduncle. The pons is connected to the cerebellum via the middle cerebellar peduncle, and the medulla is connected to the cerebellum via the inferior cerebellar peduncle. Okay, so this is the internal longitudinal division of the brainstem. Okay, the tectum class, the tectum. Okay, you can see the tectum, it is very prominent in the midbrain. So the tectum, it roofs over the cavities of the midbrain. So here you can see here the tectum. Again, it is prominent at the level of the midbrain. So here, this is the midbrain. Let's annotate. This is the midbrain. This is the pons, yung matabang portion na yan. And inferiorly class, you have here the medulla. Okay. So for the longitudinal division, the tectum, which roofs over the cavity, so you have here the cavity of the brainstem. This is the iter, or the cerebral aqueduct, which is the cavity of the midbrain. Iter, you have here the fourth ventricle, which is the cavity of the pons, and the superior part of the medulla. Okay, so the fourth ventricle, it is the cavity of the pons and the superior part of the medulla. So the tectum class roofs over these cavities. Okay, it is very prominent here at the level of the midbrain. Okay. So aside from tectum, we also have here the tegmentum. Okay, the tegmentum. The tegmentum class is the floor of the cavity. So ito yan. Anterior to the cavity, you have here the tegmentum. Okay. Here, anteriorly, at the level of the midbrain and at the level of the pons, you have here the crus cerebri and the basilar area of the pons. It is not part of the tegmentum because it has a different development during the development of the brain. It doesn't have the same origin as the neural tube. Okay, so here again, this is not part of the tegmentum, the crus cerebri, and the basilar area of the pons. It is located anterior to the tegmentum. Okay, so again, that is the longitudinal division. Why do we have to discuss this? Because later you will see that there are different structures located here at the tectum, the tegmentum, and the anterior part of the midbrain and the pons. Okay. Am I clear so far? So again, this is the longitudinal division of the brainstem. At the end class, you have here the midbrain, which connects the brainstem to the forebrain. Ano ba yung forebrain? You have here the thalamus, you have here the cerebrum. Okay. Inferiorly, it connects to the spinal cord. And this is the cerebellum, which we discussed earlier during your laboratory. Again, posterior to the brainstem is the cerebellum, or the little brain, which functions as for coordination of movement. Diba? Ano nyo yan kanina? Naaral nyo yan. Okay? Kaya if you have a lesion at the cerebellum, usually you have uncoordinated movements. Okay? So for the first division of the midbrain, we discussed of the brainstem rather, we discussed the midbrain. That is the most superior part of the brainstem. So this is the midbrain, okay? It connects to the forebrain superiorly, to the pons inferiorly, and posteriorly, you have here the cerebellum, okay? So the midbrain, it is usually 2 centimeters long, okay? You have here, tanggalin natin to. Nakikita nyo ba itong aking mga annotate pag nandyan? Hindi naman.
Nakikita.
Nakikita. Kaya, saan ko ba ito ilalagay? Hindi ko makita yung mga mukha niya. Okay, so again, you have here the midbrain. Inferior to the midbrain, that is the pons and the medulla. Okay? So, yan. Okay. So, here. For the anterior view of the midbrain. Okay, the anterior aspect of the midbrain, you have here a depression at the midline. We call this class the interpeduncular fossa. The depression of the at the midline, that is the interpeduncular fossa. Okay, class, this is your landmark. These two round structures anteriorly, that is the mammillary body. Take note, class, the mammillary body is not part of the midbrain. Hindi yan part ng brainstem. That is part of the diencephalon. Okay, that is just your landmark. So when you look at the structure, nakita yung may dalawang parang boobs dyan. That is the mammillary body. That is the anterior part or the anterior view of the midbrain. Ha? Landmark nyo lang yan. So pag inangat nyo yan, when you lift that mammillary body here, you can see that there are small openings here for the passage of small blood vessels. We call the roof of the interpeduncular fossa, this one, that is the posterior perforated substance. Okay, so again, this is the interpeduncular fossa. You have here the opening, small opening for the passage of small vessels. That is the posterior perforated substance. The interpeduncular fossa is bounded laterally by the crus cerebri. So, eto class, this one, that is the crus cerebri. Ha? So, eto crus cerebri, crus cerebri. The importance of the crus cerebri class is important motor tracts passes through. When we say motor tracts, these are descending tracts. Okay, descending tracts, meaning from the higher center going down to our spinal cord. Okay, so these important descending tracts passes through the crus cerebri. We will discuss it later kung ano yung mga tracts na yon. Okay, another important structure that you will find at the anterior part of the midbrain is the emergence of this cranial nerve. Okay, that is class the oculomotor nerve. Okay, so anteriorly at the level of the midbrain, you have class the oculomotor nerve, which innervates our extraocular muscles such as the superior rectus, inferior rectus, medial rectus, okay? Except for the superior oblique and the lateral rectus. The superior oblique is innervated by the trochlear and the lateral rectus is innervated by the abducent nerve, okay? So yan. Most of our four recti muscles, namely the medial rectus, the inferior rectus, the inferior oblique, the superior rectus, they are innervated by the oculomotor nerve. Okay? So when we say nerve, it emerges or exits the brainstem. Pag nandun pa yan sa loob ng brainstem, that is called a nuclei or nucleus. Okay? Okay, so that is for the anterior view of the midbrain. Now we go posteriorly. Okay? Instead of seeing two round structures, look now. So this is your clue. When you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 swellings, that is at the posterior view of the midbrain. That is class collectively known as the corpora quadrigemina. It is made up of a pair of superior colliculus and a paired inferior colliculus. Superior colliculus receives visual information. Inferior colliculus receives auditory information. So again, these four round structures, round swelling posteriorly, they are collectively known as the corpora quadrigemina. Okay, this is just your landmark, the pineal gland. This is not part of the midbrain. Again, this is part of the diencephalon. Okay, so it is bounded laterally by the cerebral peduncle. What does cerebral peduncle mean? Di ba anteriorly, you have the crus cerebri, that is the anterior swelling of the midbrain. Cerebral peduncle is when you combine the crus cerebri with the tegmentum. Okay, so yan. Narinig niyo yung mga terms na ito. Later, you will be familiar or slightly familiar with these terms kasi aaralin uli natin yan. Okay? So here, look class. Now, you have here the emergence of an cranial nerve, and that is the trochlear nerve. This is the only cranial nerve that exits posteriorly in the brainstem. Tandaan, the trochlear nerve is the only cranial nerve that exits posteriorly. Okay, so this is again the trochlear nerve. It exits below the inferior colliculus. Am I clear? Class?
Yes po.
Nakikinig pa ba? Si Sir Hans lang ang nag-yes sa akin. Oo. So if you can't, if you're having a hard time, hindi kayo makasunod sa akin, you have to let me know kasi you need to understand these structures, okay? So again, the trochlear nerve which innervates the superior oblique muscle of the eye. Okay, it is or it exits posterior or inferior rather to the inferior colliculus. Okay, this is again the only cranial nerve that exits posteriorly. Okay, okay. Now lateral view. The superior colliculus here, the superior colliculus is connected to this part of the thalamus, the lateral geniculate body via the superior brachium. Okay, the lateral geniculate body class is the relay center of the thalamus for visual pathway. Okay, so this is not again part of the midbrain. This is part of the thalamus, but you have this connection, the superior brachium, which is part of your midbrain. Okay, again, the superior brachium is the connection of the superior colliculus to your lateral geniculate body. The inferior colliculus is connected to the medial geniculate body, which is again part of the auditory thalamus. It receives auditory information via the inferior brachium. The inferior superior brachium. This is the superior brachium, which connects again the superior colliculus to the lateral, while the inferior brachium connects the inferior colliculus to the medial geniculate body. Okay, clear so far? So those are the external anatomy of the midbrain. Now we go internally. When we study the internal structures, we divide it into two parts. At the level of the superior colliculus and at the level of the inferior colliculus. Nasusundan pa ako? Do you still get me?
Yes. Yes po.
Okay, very good. So this is the internal structure. This is the cross-section of the midbrain. Okay, posteriorly, we have here the tectum. You have here the tegmentum. Okay, you have here the crus cerebri. Okay, let's clear this. The tegmentum and the crus cerebri, it is bounded by this dark motor nucleus that is the substantia nigra. Okay, substantia nigra, which is very important for the release of dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter. So if you have decrease in dopamine, you will have uncoordinated movements, such as yung disease, such as the Parkinson's disease. Okay, so yan, ulitin natin. Again, this is the tectum, the tegmentum, the substantia nigra, and the crus cerebri. Okay. Class, the cavity again of the midbrain, you only have one cavity, either at the superior or the level of the superior or inferior colliculus, and that is the cerebral aqueduct or the iter, which is the communication between the third and the fourth ventricle. The third ventricle of the cerebrum of the thalamus going to the fourth ventricle of the pons and the superior part of the medulla. Okay, so the cerebral aqueduct is surrounded by the gray matter. We call this the periaqueductal gray. Okay, so far, am I clear? Okay, so again, for you to be able to visualize, okay, or imagine, this is the longitudinal division. This is the tectum, the tegmentum, and the crus cerebri. Tectum, tegmentum, and the crus cerebri. Okay, are we still good?
Yes po.
Very good. So why do we have to know these parts? Because again, as I've said, there are several structures that can only be seen at the tectum, at the tegmentum, the crus cerebri. Okay, so here, the internal structure of the midbrain. The swelling of the tectum, ito, the reason why it is swollen, it is nakaangat because of the presence of a nucleus here. Okay, a nucleus here. So either it is the superior or the nucleus of the superior colliculus or the nucleus of the inferior colliculus. Again, the swelling is due to the presence of a nuclei. Okay, at the tegmentum class, look, if you see two round structures there, that is the red nucleus. Red nucleus. Ito, 1, 2. You know that you are at the level of the superior colliculus. Okay, so when you see the red nucleus at the tegmentum, you know that you are at the level of the superior colliculus. Clear? Pag yang red nucleus na yan, napalitan na siya ng isang mass sa gitna, a single mass at the center of the tegmentum, that is the decussation of the superior cerebellar peduncle, you know, class, that you are at the level of the inferior colliculus. So by mere visualization, by mere looking at the structure of the tegmentum, you now have an idea. Anong level ba ako ng midbrain? What specific level? Pag nakakita kayo ng dalawang bilog sa gitna, that is the red nucleus, you are at the level of the superior colliculus. Pag napalitan na yan ng isang mass sa gitna, that is the decussation of the superior cerebellar peduncle, you know that you are at the level of the inferior colliculus. Clear? Clear?
Yes po.
Yes
As
po.
I've said, if you are at the level of the superior colliculus because of the red nucleus, the nucleus here at the tectum is the nucleus of the superior colliculus. Pag yan, you are at the level at the decussation of the superior cerebellar peduncle. The tegmentum is occupied by a single mass, and that is the decussation of the superior cerebellar peduncle. You know that you are now at the level of the inferior colliculus, so the nucleus here is the nucleus of the inferior colliculus. Correct? Correct. Okay, still, again, you have the cerebral aqueduct, You only have one cavity of the midbrain, and that is the cerebral aqueduct or the iter. Okay, still, you have the substantia nigra at both levels. You have here the substantia nigra. You still have the crus cerebri at both levels. Okay, at the level of the superior, at the level of the inferior colliculus, you have the crus cerebri. Okay, so again, this is, please identify this part. Is this the tectum, tegmentum? Ano ito? Number 1.
Tectum.
The tectum. Very good. How about number 2?
Tegmentum.
Tegmentum. Number 3?
Substantia nigra.
Substantia nigra. Number 4?
Crus cerebri.
The crus cerebri. Again, you have important motor tracts passing through the crus cerebri, which we will discuss later. Okay? Very good. So here, oh, yan. Nakita nyo. Do you still see the red nucleus? Parang wala naman, di ba? It is replaced by a single mass. So what do you think is the specific level of the midbrain?
Inferior.
Inferior colliculus.
Inferior colliculus. Very good. So first, we will study the transverse section of the midbrain at the level of the superior colliculus. Again, you have here the red nucleus. Okay. As I've said, you have here the nucleus here at the tectum. That is the nucleus of the superior cerebellar peduncle. You have the cavity, which is the cerebral aqueduct surrounded by the periaqueductal gray. Now, anterior to the periaqueductal gray at the tegmentum, you have here a nucleus. Ano bang sinabi ko? You have here a cranial nerve nucleus. If it is located inside the brainstem, that is a nucleus. When it goes or exits outside the brainstem, that is a nerve, cranial nerve. Okay? So here at the level of the superior colliculus, when you see the red nucleus, the cranial nerve nuclei here is the oculomotor nucleus. Okay? At the level of the superior colliculus, the cranial nerve nuclei is the oculomotor nucleus. Aside from the oculomotor nucleus, the Edinger-Westphal nucleus, which is an accessory oculomotor nucleus, which is a parasympathetic ganglion that innervates the ciliary muscle, causing pupillary constriction, is also located here near the oculomotor nucleus. Okay, so aside from the oculomotor, the Edinger-Westphal, you also have the mesencephalic nucleus of the trigeminal nerve, Oops, why trigeminal nerve? Trigeminal nerve is not located at the level of the midbrain because class, if you will see the course of the trigeminal nerve, this is the trigeminal nerve, you will see that it is a very long cranial nerve. The main sensory trigeminal nerve is a mixed motor nerve. It has a small motor portion and a large sensory division. So the sensory division of the trigeminal nerve is the main sensory division is located at the level of the pons. The mesencephalic nucleus of the trigeminal goes up to the midbrain, and the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal goes down to the brainstem, going down to the medulla. Okay, so kaya you will notice that at all level of the brainstem, you will see part of the trigeminal nerve, the nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. So again, you have the mesencephalic nucleus of the trigeminal nerve, which is located here, lateral ends of the periaqueductal gray. It is usually located here. Of course, you have the red nucleus and the substantia nigra. Okay. So again, this is a better picture. This is found in your Snell's neuroanatomy. Okay, you have here the nucleus of the superior colliculus. You have the cavity, and you have here the mesencephalic nucleus. The pretectal nucleus, that is the connection of the visual pathway going to the Edinger-Westphal nucleus. Okay, so this is class the oculomotor nucleus, which is located anterior to the periaqueductal gray. And beside the oculomotor nucleus, you have here the medial longitudinal fasciculus. Take note, class, you will be encountering this medial longitudinal fasciculus because it is located at all level of the brainstem. The medial longitudinal fasciculus is the connection between your oculomotor, your trochlear, and your superior oblique for the movement of the eyes, vertical gaze of the eyes in response to the movement of the head and neck. Okay, so that is the medial longitudinal fasciculus, which is here. Usually it is located at the midline. Okay, the medial longitudinal fasciculus. Okay, so here you can see, class, this is the oculomotor nucleus. It gives off the branch, the oculomotor nerve again, which exits anteriorly in between the crus cerebri at the interpeduncular fossa. Do you still remember? Huh? Class, am I still with you? Are we still understanding the anatomy? Kaya pa? Wala nang nasagot. Okay pa, class? Section B.
Yes po, Doc.
Yes po.
Okay, thank you. So here, in between the red nucleus, you have the decussation of the red nucleus fiber, because the red nucleus, that is the beginning of the rubrospinal tract, which you will encounter during the descending tract, which is a motor tract that goes down on the opposite side of the brainstem, going down to the opposite side of the spinal cord to facilitate our flexor muscles. Okay? Yeah, basta you know that the red nucleus motor yan. Okay. So again, this is the picture of your trigeminal nucleus, the main sensory, the mesencephalic that goes up to the midbrain, and the spinal nucleus that goes down to the brainstem, that goes down to the medulla. Okay, so here, again, another important structure at the level of the superior colliculus are your lemnisci. These are sensory lemnisci. Okay, we have the medial, the trigeminal, and the spinal lemniscus, which is located at the lateral side of the tegmentum. Okay? Discuss natin yan. Pakita ko lang sa inyo yung mga tracts, motor tracts, and the sensory tracts. Ito. We've discussed the decussation, the medial longitudinal fasciculus. So this important motor tracts, as I've said, they pass here at the crus cerebri. Kaya important ang ating crus cerebri. If you have a lesion here, you'll have a problem with your coordination and movement. So here at the medial side of the crus cerebri is where your frontopontine fibers passes through. At the middle 2/3 is the corticospinal and the corticonuclear, which is the main motor tract. And at the lateral end of the crus cerebri is the temporopontine fibers. Okay? So yan. This is what I'm talking about, the lemnisci. Okay, the trigeminal lemniscus, of course, for the innervation of the face. The medial lemniscus receives unconscious proprioception from the joints of the upper and the lower extremities. Later, you will hear the dorsal column medial lemniscal system. It receives proprioception, unconscious proprioception, the position of the joint from the lower and the upper extremity. And the spinal lemniscus, that is for the lateral and the anterior spinothalamic tracts, which receives sensations such as pain and temperature, crude touch and vibration. Okay, so itong tatlong to na located at the lateral end of the tegmentum, they are sensory. Sensory ang mga yan. Okay, so another important structure, so here again, you have the superior colliculus, you have here the red nucleus. The superior colliculus receives visual information from the retina, the frontal, and the occipital eye field. Okay, so here, so these are the afferent fibers going to the superior colliculus from the optic nerve, visual cortex, spinotectal tract, efferent, tectospinal, and tectobulbar. These tracts, later we will discuss this. So wag nyo na muna masyadong aralin yan para hindi kayo masyadong ma-overwhelm. Okay, so again, we have here these fibers, not important at this time. Okay, so another important structure that you have to know that is located all throughout the level of the brainstem, usually it is located at the tegmentum, is the reticular formation. Again, here, the reticular formation surrounds the red nucleus. But again, the reticular formation is found all throughout the level of the brainstem. Meaning, you have a reticular formation at the midbrain, at the pons, and at the medulla. So this reticular formation is important in maintaining behavioral arousal and consciousness. Okay, so again, it is a set of interconnected nuclei that are located throughout the brainstem. Again, that is the reticular formation. Okay, so at what level of the brainstem? Let's review. Tingnan lang natin. Is this the midbrain, the pons, or the medulla? Class?
Midbrain po.
Midbrain. Very good. At what specific level of the midbrain?
Superior colliculus po.
Yes, because of the presence of this structure. What do you call this structure?
Red nuclei.
The red nucleus. Very good. And here, what do you call that, class? This one. Tawag mo dito.
Substantia nigra po.
Substantia nigra. Very good. How about this one? What do you call that structure here? There. Kung saan dumadaan yung ating important motor tracts?
Crus cerebri po.
The crus cerebri. Very good. Oh, what is the cavity again?
Cerebral aqueduct or iter po.
Cerebral aqueduct. And here, that is the periaqueduct. Oh, what cranial nerve nuclei is located here? At the level of the superior colliculus.
Oculomotor.
Yeah, very good. The oculomotor nucleus. And you have here the nucleus of the superior colliculus. Okay? May babalikan lang ako. Di ba I've mentioned about this one? Baka nakalimutan nyo this one, the mesencephalic nucleus of the trigeminal. So yan, nandito rin siya. Surrounding the periaqueductal At the lateral end, you have here the mesencephalic nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Okay? Okay. So very good. Naintindihan naman. Okay. Now we go to the level of the inferior colliculus. As I've said, at the tegmentum, the red nucleus is now replaced by a single mass at the center that is again the decussation of the superior cerebellar peduncle. Okay, let's go here. So here at the tectum, you have here now the nucleus of the inferior colliculus. You still have class the mesencephalic nucleus of the trigeminal. You still have here the iter or the cerebral aqueduct, which is surrounded by the periaqueductal gray. Okay, so the wait lang ha. Sorry. Tungkol naman ito sa vaccination, yung sa flu vaccine at marami pa daw first year na walang vaccine. Sandali, mamaya na yan. Okay, so let's proceed. Again, this is at the level of the inferior colliculus. You have here the nucleus of the inferior colliculus. Again, you still have the mesencephalic, you still have the iter. Okay, but now class look. The nucleus here, anterior to the cerebral aqueduct, anterior to the periaqueductal gray at the tegmentum, the oculomotor nucleus now is replaced by the trochlear nucleus, which innervates the superior oblique muscle. Ha? So yan, wala na yung oculomotor mo. Napalitan na siya ng trochlear nucleus. Again, the trochlear nerve, that is the only cranial nerve that exits posteriorly. Because as you can see earlier, the oculomotor nucleus, dito siya nag-exit. But this one, the trochlear nucleus exits posteriorly. So here, it goes on the opposite side. Okay, kaya ang oculomotor, ang trochlear nucleus nyo, it innervates the contralateral superior oblique. Am I clear? Ha? Kasi nag-cross siya dito upon its exit sa ating midbrain. Clear ba yon, class?
Yes, no.
Very good. Okay, so now again, at the tegmentum, you have still the medial longitudinal fasciculus. Sabi ko nga, makikita nyo pa rin yung medial longitudinal fasciculus nyo. At the center, you have here the decussation of the superior cerebellar peduncle, which is surrounded by the reticular formation. So meron ka pa rin reticular formation dyan sa midbrain at the level of the inferior colliculus. You still have the lemniscus, the lemnisci here. Dati, at the level of the superior colliculus, you only have the spinal, the trigeminal, and the medial lemniscus. At this level, nadagdagan ng lateral lemniscus. Ha? Nadagdagan ng lateral lemniscus. Still sensory ang function niyan. Okay? So you still have the substantia nigra, you still have the crus cerebri in which important motor tracts passes through. Okay? So yan. Okay, so again, just another picture showing you the trochlear nucleus, the medial longitudinal fasciculus, the mesencephalic nucleus of the trigeminal nerve, the decussation. Yan. Okay, the lemnisci. So here, class, look. Nawala na. This is a very good picture than dun sa kaninang tinanong ko. Because here, all you see, wala na yung red nucleus. Again, what do you call this mass here at the center, class? Mga kapatid. What specific level of the midbrain? Ay, may gising pa ba sa inyo?
Inferior colliculus po.
Ano? So, ha?
Inferior colliculus po.
Inferior, very good, because you don't have the red nucleus anymore. You only have a single mass at the tegmentum at the center. So that is the decussation of the supracerebellar peduncle. That is at the level of the inferior colliculus. Okay, so still the substantia nigra, the crus cerebri, you have the iter surrounded by the periaqueductal gray. Oh, what cranial nerve nuclei here at this level?
Trochlear.
The trochlear, very good. The trochlear nucleus, and this is the nucleus of the inferior colliculus. Okay, so this is again the summary of the midbrain. This is located, or this can be found in your Snell. You might be confused ha when you read the Snell kasi baliktad siya. Inuna niya yung medulla, pons, and the midbrain. Kasi pag ginawa natin yan, baka malito kayo. So, pinalitan ko siya. Ginawa ko siyang midbrain, pons, and medulla. Okay? So, sa kanya, caudal to cranial. Okay? Now, we go to the next division of the midbrain, which is the pons. As I've said, the pons, that is the bundat portion or the pregnant part or the stout part or the buntes part of your brainstem. So, yan yung matabang part ng ating brainstem. That is the pons. Posteriorly, you have here the cerebellum. It is connected to the medulla inferiorly and to the midbrain superiorly. Again, this is the pons. Okay. So here, this is the anterior view of the pons. This is the anterior surface. You can see that it is convex in shape. Okay, it has here a depression at the midline. We call this the basilar groove for the passage of the basilar artery. Okay, at the basis part of the pons, at the basal part of the pons or the basilar part of the pons, you have here many transverse fibers. Okay, so these transverse fibers converge on each side to form the middle cerebellar peduncle. As I've said, the pons is connected to the cerebellum via the middle cerebellar peduncle, or we call this the brachium pontis, the brachium pontis. Okay, so am I clear? Okay, so again, you have here this depression at the midline, that is the basilar groove. So we have 4 cranial nerves here at the level of the pons. 4 cranial nerve. At the anterolateral surface, this one, you have the trigeminal nerve, which is cranial nerve number 5. Trigeminal nerve. Nasa labas siya ng brainstem, kaya this is a cranial nerve. Nerve ang tawag dyan, hindi nucleus. Again, nucleus, nasa loob yan ng brainstem. We have the trigeminal nerve, which is the mixed cranial nerve. You have a small motor division and a large sensory division. Okay, clear. So here, between the pons and the medulla, you have 3 cranial nerve that emerges here. You have here the abducent, followed by the facial, and the most lateral is the vestibulocochlear. Okay, so basically, you have 4 cranial nerves at the level of the pons, which exits anteriorly. You have cranial nerve 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay ba tayo doon? Clear? Ay, section
Yes,
8. Baka naman nagsasalita lang ako, hindi nyo na naiintindihan. Do you still get me? Sabi ko sa inyo, maraming structures ang brainstem. Okay, so again, you have cranial nerves 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? Namely, 5 trigeminal, 6 abducent, 7 facial, 8 vestibulocochlear. Okay. Okay. So again, this is an actual specimen. When you go to our laboratory, hinarvest ko yan. Kaya ganyan yan. I'm so happy with that because nandun pa nakakabit pa yung basilar artery, which is part of the circle of Willis. Okay. So here you can see at the anterolateral part of the pons, you can see the trigeminal nerve. Okay? Here, meron pa namang facial nerve and the vestibulocochlear, nawala na lang yung abducent. Naputol ko. Okay? So, yan. Posterior, yan very nice. Look, class, the superficial transverse fibers. Yan yun. Again, these superficial transverse fibers converge laterally to form the middle cerebellar peduncle. Okay, this groove here at the midline again, that is the basilar groove. Oh, you have a very small abducent here. May abducent nerve ka pa dyan. Okay? Okay, class? Huy. Are you still with me?
Yes po.
This is the posterior part of the pons in which you can see here the superior cerebellar peduncle. Okay, the superior cerebellar peduncle bounds the superior surface of the pons. But again, the function of the superior cerebellar peduncle is it connects the midbrain to the cerebellum posteriorly. Midbrain to the cerebellum. Very nice tong specimen natin. I'm so proud of this. Kaya pinicturean ko sila. Napansin nyo, ako taga-picture ng specimen namin. Kasi ako nag-harvest when we go to the laboratory. So here, this is the corpora quadrigemina of the midbrain. Makinig muna kayo. Kwentuhan ko lang kayo. This is the midbrain. You can see the corpora quadrigemina, the superior colliculus, the inferior colliculus, and you have here, very cute. This is the trochlear nerve, di ba? Yan yun. Oh. This is the anterior part of the midbrain. Para hindi naman kayo pons ng pons, you have here the crus cerebri, you have the interpeduncular fossa, you have here the posterior perforated substance. Again, these two round structures there, parang boobs, that is the mammillary body, which is part of the diencephalon. Okay, landmark nyo lang yan. Okay, now let's proceed with the pons, with the posterior view of the pons. Okay, so again, the posterior surface of the pons, it is hidden by the cerebellum. Okay, natatakpan siya. So you have to really dissect or remove the cerebellum to be able to study the posterior part of the pons. Okay, so the pons, this is kind of tricky. So please, you have to understand this. Posteriorly, you have this diamond-shaped structure. That is the rhomboid fossa. Itong lahat na ito, the rhomboid fossa. The rhomboid fossa is divided into two via the stria medullaris. Itong stria medullaris na to. So above or superior to the stria medullaris is part of the pons. Inferior to the stria medullaris is part of the medulla. Okay? Kaya ang sinabi ko kanina, the fourth ventricle, which is the cavity of the pons, is also the cavity of the superior part of the medulla. Naiintindihan pa ako? Yes, so basic, very good. So again, itong stria medullaris, na hinati niya yung rhomboid fossa, superiorly sa pons, inferiorly sa medulla. So the pons, the posterior surface of the pons, it is triangular in shape. Okay, so hanggang dyan lang yung ating pons. Okay? Again, it is bounded superiorly via the superior cerebellar peduncle. Okay? Andyan yung superior cerebellar peduncle mo. Here, you have here the middle cerebellar peduncle, which again connects the pons to the cerebellum. Okay? Okay, so what are the structures here? At the level of the posterior part of the pons. The pons is divided into two equal parts via the median sulcus. So itong line na yan, that is the median sulcus. Lateral to the median sulcus, you have this elevation. That is the medial eminence. Medial eminence. Medial eminence. Medial eminence. Now go down. You will see this swelling. Okay, inferior to the medial eminence, there is a swelling that is the facial colliculus. It is slightly expanded because of the root of the facial nerve that goes around the abducens, which you will see later. Okay, so lateral to the facial colliculus is the vestibular area. The vestibular area. Okay, so the medial eminence is bounded laterally by the sulcus limitans. Okay, so ang importante dyan is the facial colliculus, the vestibular area. Okay? Okay, am I still clear? Clear? Okay, so again, this is an actual specimen. This is the rhomboid fossa divided by a stria medullaris. This is the cavity here is the fourth ventricle. You have here the boundary superiorly, which is the superior cerebellar peduncle. Okay, so sorry. Again, you have here the dorsal view or the posterior view of the pons. Ito, kita nyo, the facial colliculus, lateral to the facial colliculus is the vestibular area. Vestibular area. Okay. Okay, so when we study the internal structures of the pons, we divide it into two parts. At the level of the trigeminal nucleus and at the level of the facial colliculus. Okay, so yan yung division niya internally. But again, when you see the actual specimen, isa lang ang itsura niyan. Okay, theoretically, you have to know the structures at the level of the trigeminal nucleus and at the level of the facial colliculus. But practically, isa lang yung itsura niya. Okay, so again, it is bounded posteriorly by the superior cerebellar peduncle. You still have the tegmentum as what we've discussed earlier. And anterior to the tegmentum is the basal part of the pons. Sometimes they call this the basilar part of the pons, in which you see many striations. Kanina, you have the superficial transverse fibers. Inside, you have here the internal transverse fibers, or the transverse fibers will do. Okay? The tegmentum and the basilar part of the pons is separated via this trapezoid body. Imaginary na lang yan. Hindi natin yan nakikita. Ha? The trapezoid body. Okay? So again, this is the schematic diagram. So for you to be able to visualize, okay? Para ma-imagine nyo siya. Again, you have here the superior cerebellar peduncle, which is connected by a thin gray matter, which is the superior medullary velum. Again, you have here the cavity, which is the fourth ventricle. You have the medial longitudinal fasciculus. Mapapansin nyo, class, that the medial longitudinal fasciculus is always located at the midline. Nandyan siya. Bidang-bida siya parati sa gitna. Yung medial longitudinal fasciculus. Okay? So here, this is the tegmentum. Okay? This is the tegmentum. You have here, class, the nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Okay? The medial part, that is the motor, and the lateral part, that is the sensory, main sensory nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Am I clear?
Yes po.
Very good. Ha? The nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Okay, ano pa yung makikita dito? You still have the sensory lemnisci, the spinal and the medial lemniscus. You still have the reticular formation here at the tectum. Okay? Okay. Okay, so again, the cavity is the fourth ventricle. You have here the medial longitudinal fasciculus. Now, look here, class. At the anterior or the basilar part of the pons, you can see, as I've said, many striation. Yung mga dark striation na yan, yung mga dark line na yan, that is the transverse pontine fibers. Yan na yung mga transverse pontine fibers, and the lighter stained in color, that is the pontine nucleus, which is the termination of your corticonuclear fibers. Okay, so here at the lateral to the cavity, which is the fourth ventricle, is where you'll find the main sensory and motor nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Nandito siya. Okay? Okay. Tayo mas maganda. Ito. This one, class. Okay? This is the cavity. This is the fourth ventricle. This is the tegmentum. Ito yung sinasabi ko, class. Yung dark stain, dark striation, that is the transverse pontine fibers. Okay, so yung mga light, that is the pontine nucleus, which is the termination of your corticonuclear tract. Okay. So here. Now, that is again at the level of the trigeminal. Kaya this one, makikita nyo yung main sensory and motor nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Now, we go to the caudal part, which is the level of the facial colliculus. Okay, look, class, here. Listen, you still have the superior cerebellar peduncle. the superior medullary velum, the cavity, which is the fourth ventricle, the medial longitudinal fasciculus. You still have the transverse fibers here, the pontine nucleus. Anong pinagkaiba ngayon? Tingnan nyo to, class. Beside the medial longitudinal fasciculus, you have a swelling. Okay, again, that is the swelling of the facial colliculus. It is due to the facial nerve that goes around the abducent nucleus. Okay, kaya siya tumaba, kaya siya nag-swell because of the presence again of the facial nerve that goes around the abducent nucleus. So at this level, class, at the level of the caudal part, at the level of the facial colliculus, wala na dyan yung main sensory and motor nucleus ng ating trigeminal nerve. Ang nandyan na, class, is the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Ha? Spinal nucleus of the trigeminal. That is the beginning of the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Am I clear? Ha? Wala na yung ating main motor, napalitan na rin siya dito ng facial colliculus. Okay? Clear pa ba ako?
Yes po.
Okay, sige. So yan. Trapezoid body, as I've said, that is just a demarcation para doon sa tegmentum and the basilar part of the pons. Okay. Again, this is a difference, major difference. At the level of the facial colliculus, you have now the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal. You still have the lemniscus. At the level of the trigeminal nucleus, what you'll see is the sensory and the motor division of the trigeminal. Okay, cavity, same, fourth ventricle. Okay. Now, last, the most tapered and inferior part, that is the medulla oblongata, which connects superiorly to the pons and inferiorly to the spinal cord. Anong sinabi ko kanina? When the medulla oblongata leaves the foramen magnum, it now becomes part of the spinal cord. Okay? It is conical in shape, para siyang cone. Okay, the medulla. So this is the longitudinal division. You can see, class, this is the pons. Hanggang dyan lang yung pons mo. Okay, so the medulla, it is divided into two parts. The superior part of the medulla and the inferior part of the medulla. Okay, ulitin ko. You have here the superior part of the medulla and the inferior part of the medulla. The cavity of the superior part of the medulla is the fourth ventricle. The cavity of the inferior part of the medulla is the central canal. Clear? Clear?
Stop.
Okay, very good. Okay, so these are the structures of the medulla anteriorly. Okay, so at the center, it is divided into two equal parts by the anteromedian fissure. Lateral to the anteromedian fissure, you have a swelling here, that is the pyramid. Lateral to the pyramid, you have another swelling, and that is the olives. Okay. Again, this is the pyramid. Lateral to the pyramid, olives. Pyramid. Lateral to the pyramid, olives. Okay. At the inferior part of the medulla, you will see these fibers running along the anteromedian fissure. And that is the decussation of the pyramids. Decussation of the pyramids is the motor. Decussation, motor, because your corticospinal tract from the crus cerebri, from the cortex that goes down to the crus cerebri, that passes to the basal part of the pons, that goes to the pyramid, kaya we call that pyramidal tract, will decussate or cross on this side, going down the opposite spinal cord. Kaya we call this the decussation of the pyramid, the great motor decussation. The great motor decussation. Now, you have here 4 cranial nerves. Okay, 4 cranial nerves that exits at the level of the medulla. Okay, Between the olive and the inferior cerebellar peduncle. Di ba? Paulit-ulit ako. The medulla is connected to your cerebellum by the inferior cerebellar peduncle. So between the olive and the inferior cerebellar peduncle, you have 3 cranial nerves that emerges there. Cranial nerve, the glossopharyngeal, the vagus, and the accessory. Cranial nerve 9, 10, and 11. Okay? Cranial nerve 9, 10, 11 between the olive and the inferior cerebellar peduncle. Now, between the pyramid and the olive at the anterolateral sulcus, there is also a cranial nerve that emerges there. And that is the hypoglossal nerve, which innervates the tongue. The hypoglossal nerve. So the hypoglossal nerve test exits at the anterolateral sulcus between the pyramid and the olive. So here, at the level of the medulla, you also have 4 cranial nerves here. Cranial nerves 9, 10, 11, and 12. Clear? Naintindihan? Sumasakit na ulo ko sa inyo, parang hindi nyo ako naintindihan. Salita ako ng salita. Naintindihan, class?
Yes po.
Okay, very good. So, at the level of the pons, ano nga yung mga cranial nerves na yan? Cranial nerve 5,
5, 6, 7, 8.
7, 8.
very good. At the level of the midbrain, ano yung cranial nerve doon? Midbrain. Dalawa lang. Cranial nerves
Oculomotor po.
and trochlear.
Three, four.
Cranial nerves 3 and 4. Again, midbrain, cranial nerves 3 and 4, dalawa lang. Pons, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Medulla, 4. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay?
Yes po.
Yes, very good. Thank you. So again, you have here the anterior median fissure. You have here the swelling, the pyramid, and lateral to the pyramid, another swelling, which is the olive. Okay, ano nga yung cranial nerve na nag-exit dito? Between the pyramid and the olive? Kahit number na lang.
12 po.
Hypoglossal. Very good. The hypoglossal. Okay. This is the posterior view of the medulla. As I've said, you have the superior medulla that is located here, just beneath the stria medullaris. Napag-usapan na natin itong stria medullaris. The cavity of the superior medulla is still the 4th ventricle. So this part here, that is the superior medulla. So what are the structures there? You still have the median sulcus. Lateral to this median sulcus, you have the hypoglossal triangle, and lateral to the hypoglossal triangle is the vagal triangle. Okay? So, di ba? Ano ba yung mga cranial nerve natin dyan? You have the hypoglossal and the vagals. So here, nandito yan. The hypoglossal and lateral to the hypoglossal is the vagal triangle. Now, we go down to the inferior part of the medulla. Ito, maraming structures dyan. The opening or the beginning of the central canal that is here at the midline, we call this the obex. Okay? So yan, pagbaba niyan, ang cavity mo na dyan is the central canal. The central canal is the cavity of the inferior medulla. So at the midline, you have here the posterior median sulcus. The posterior median sulcus. Lateral to the posterior median sulcus, you have here this swelling. That is the gracile tubercle or the tubercle gracilis, which receives sensory information from the lower extremity gracile. Gracile muscle, di ba? Yung sa legs natin. And lateral to the gracile tubercle, you have another swelling. That is the cuniatus tubercle or the cuneate tubercle or the tubercle cuniatus. Okay, the cuneate tubercle. Again, at the midline, you have here the median, posterior median sulcus, lateral to the posterior median sulcus, the swelling here, that is the tubercle gracilis, and lateral to the tubercle gracilis is the tubercle cuniatus, which receives information from the lower and the upper extremity respectively. Okay, lower gracilis, upper cuniatus. Sensory information. Now, the tracts from the dorsal column passes through this this structure here, that is the fasciculus. Okay? So pag yan, yung mga fibers natin, nakikita nyo mas tapered na to because the fibers passes here again. That is the fasciculus gracilis and the fasciculus cuneatus respectively. So ito fasciculus, itong swelling tubercle. Fasciculus, tubercle. Okay? Ha? Yes, very good. So again, the posterior median sulcus, you have here the gracile tubercle, which is the swelling sa taas, and this is the fasciculus. This is the cuneate tubercle, and this is the fasciculus cuneatus. Okay. Okay, so how do we study the internal structure? We divide it into 4 parts. At the level just inferior to the pons, at the level of the olive, at the level of the decussation of the lemnisci or the sensory decussation, and at the level of the pyramids or the motor decussation. Okay, class, don't panic. So when you look at it sa specimen, we only study it into 2 parts, the superior medulla and the inferior medulla. You don't have to specify at what specific level, at the pons, at the olives, at the decussation of the lemnisci, decussation of the pyramids. It will be very, very hard for you to identify kung ano yung mga yan. Okay, kahit sa akin, mahirap. So we study it at the level of the superior medulla, that is at the pons and the olives, just beneath the inferior to the pons and the olives, and here, the decussation of the sensory and the motor tracts. That is the inferior medulla. Okay, so just inferior to the pons, so you just have to know this for theoretical. Okay, so there is again, the cavity here again is the 4th ventricle. The cavity here is the 4th ventricle. The 4th ventricle is surrounded by the periaqueductal gray, and you have several cranial nerve nuclei surrounding the periaqueductal gray. From medial to lateral, you have the hypoglossal nucleus, followed by the dorsal nucleus of vagus. Pareho rin yung orientation doon sa swellings na nakita nyo posteriorly sa external anatomy. So again, you have the hypoglossal nucleus, and lateral to the hypoglossal nucleus is the dorsal nucleus of the vagus. Lateral to the dorsal nucleus of the vagus is the solitary nucleus, which is a sensory cranial nerve. It's combination of cranial nerve 9, 10, and 11. Ay, no. 7, 8, and 9. Okay? Yeah. Nucleus ambiguous yung 9, 10, 11. Okay? So, basta solitary nucleus, that is a sensory cranial nerve. Combination of 3 sensory cranial nerves. Okay. And here, class, of course, you have here the inferior cerebellar peduncle, which connects the medulla to the cerebellum. Okay. So, other cranial nerve nuclei seen in this level is the vestibular nucleus and the dorsal cochlear nucleus. Okay, the medial longitudinal fasciculus, again, nandito na naman siya. It is seen in this level. Okay, the part of the trigeminal nerve is the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Okay, the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. At the level of the olives, class, it's just the same. You have here the cavity, you have the hypoglossal, the dorsal vagal, the nucleus of the tractus solitarius still there. But here, you now have here, you still have the inferior cerebellar peduncle. Okay? Nag-iba na yung vestibular nuclei mo dito. Okay? Okay, but this one, ito yan. Kaya at the level of the olives, because you have this crumpled-like structure anteriorly, and that is the inferior olivary nucleus that is responsible for the swelling of the olives. Okay? So yan, class. The inferior olivary nucleus. Okay? So again, this is the superior part of the medulla. You have the cavity, which is the 4th ventricle. Okay? What can be asked during your practical? So here at the medial is the hypoglossal nucleus, and lateral to the hypoglossal nucleus is the dorsal vagal nucleus. Also here, as I've said, pag nakita niyo yan, the inferior olivary nucleus, you know that you are at the level of the upper medulla. Okay? The pyramid, the swelling class. O, to, maganda to. You have to understand this. The swelling of the pyramid is due to the presence of the fibers of the corticospinal tract. Kasi dyan siya dumadaan. Kaya again, we call the corticospinal tract pyramidal tract. Kasi dumadaan siya dyan sa pyramid na yan. Kaya siya paumbok. Okay? Okay, so again, these are the nuclei. Okay, the inferior olivary nucleus, which is very prominent at the upper part of the medulla. Okay, so ito, deep within the reticular formation. Of course, you still have the reticular formation there. Okay, deep within the reticular formation is the nucleus ambiguus, which is again a motor cranial nerve. It is made up of cranial nerves 9, 10, and 11. Okay. Ay, nagmamigraine na ako. So here, fourth ventricle, and yan, paulit-ulit na lang. The hypoglossal followed by the dorsal vagal nucleus of tractus solitarius, and the most lateral are the vestibular and the cochlear nuclei. Okay, class, look, you have here anterior to the pyramid the arcuate nucleus, okay, which is capable of chemosensitivity and has a proven role in controlling respiratory frequency. Arcuate nucleus. Okay, listen. Now, we go to the inferior part of the medulla, okay? The level of the lemnisci and the level of the motor decussation, the pyramidal decussation. Okay, when we say lemnisci, class, that is the sensory decussation. Pag pyramidal decussation, motor decussation, both of them, that is part of the lower medulla. Therefore, the cavity of the lower medulla, class, is the central canal. Okay, the cavity of the lower medulla is the central canal surrounded by the central gray. Clear ako? Naiintindihan?
Yes po, Doc.
Very good. Okay, hindi ako galit ha. Nag-emphasize lang kasi parang nakakatulog na kayo kaya tinataasan ko yung voice ko. Okay, so here, the swelling here is due to the nucleus gracilis. Lateral to the nucleus gracilis is the nucleus coniatus. It is called the lemnisci or the decussation of the lemnisci or the sensory decussation because, as I've said, these two receives information from the gracilis, lower extremity, coniatus, upper extremity. They give off fibers, which are the arcuate, or we call this the internal arcuate fibers that travels anteriorly, laterally to the central gray. And it will decussate here. Okay? Diyan siya nagde-decussate to go to the opposite side of the brainstem, going up to our central nervous system, going up to the cerebrum. Kaya this one, these are ascending tracts. Sensory tracts are ascending tracts. Motor tracts are descending tracts. Okay, so this one from the lower extremity, it will cross on the opposite side to go up to the cortex. Okay, kaya sensory decussation. Of course, you have here the pyramid anteriorly. Okay. Ito. So, yan. You still, again, you have the nucleus gracilis, nucleus coniatus. It gives off the internal arcuate fibers, which decussates on the opposite or the contralateral side. Okay? So, you still have the lemnisci. You still have the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Yan. So, here, at this level, makikita nyo pa rin ang trigeminal nerve. Singit pa rin ang trigeminal nerve. But now, the specific part is the spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Okay? You have also here some the ascending tracts like the spinothalamic, etc. Hindi mo na natin aaralin yan para hindi kayo ma-confused. Okay? So again, this is the lower na siya. So this is the fasciculus coniatus, the nucleus coniatus, fasciculus gracilis, nucleus gracilis. Again, when it is located inside, that is nucleus. Ha? You have here the central canal surrounded by the periaqueductal gray, and you have the pyramid. Actually, the pyramid is not very prominent. Dapat di ko na yan nilagay dyan. Okay, we will not ask that at that level kasi hindi na prominent ang pyramid dyan. Okay, at the level of the decussation of the pyramid, again, that is the great motor decussation in which your corticospinal tracts from the cortex decussate on the opposite side of the spinal cord. Still, you have the nucleus gracidis. Ganun pa rin. You have the nucleus coniatus. You have the spinal tract of the trigeminal. You have the central canal surrounded by the aqueductal gray. Ganun pa rin yung makikita nyo. But here, ano na yung nagko-cross dito? Hindi na yung sensory. The corticospinal tract from the cortex, crucirebri, the pons, going down to the pyramid, then it will cross on the opposite side. Kaya motor decussation. Again, the motor and the sensory decussation, they are part of the inferior medulla. The cavity is the central canal. Okay? So, yan yon. Andiyan pa rin yung spinal nucleus of the trigeminal nerve. Okay? So, again, these are the important structures at different level of the medulla. Okay. Do you have any questions? Nakuha nyo ba?
Yes po.
Sobrang overwhelming ba? Ha? Dami ba?
It's all